Hey guys, how you doing? Tank here. I just sent off some emails. Sorry, I was a little late starting. And tonight, just for fun, I want to talk, and hopefully a bunch of people are going to jump in. I want to talk about ARRMA and Traxxas. Which one do you like better? Which one is better for you guys and your experience, especially in the um, getting parts and service and warranty and all that. ARRMA is a newer player in the market. They've been around for a little bit now, so they've made a pretty good leap and bounds. And Traxxas, they've been there for years also, and they're pretty good as far as I know. But I want to hear it from you guys. Which one do you guys like better? Draco's there. Philco RC is actually saying ARRMA's better. So I know most of you guys probably owned a Traxxas before, and some of you now have ARRMA. So I just want to hear from you guys. Let me adjust my camera a little bit, point it up a little bit. My head was being chopped off. Traxxas is cool because they have nitro. Cool. Yeah, that's if you like nitro. Me in Canada, it's a little tough with nitro because of the weather. Weather changes so fast here from the morning to noon to evening. There's a lot of temperature change and there's a lot of moisture change. So as soon as you have any of the temperature change or moisture change, um, it's just not going to work. You got to keep adjusting your nitro, gas, air, and all that. You just got to keep it going. So let me just, so that's Phil Gorsi says that. Justice Max, just in case, Max mode, question mark, question mark. I don't know what you mean by your question mark, but if you want to elaborate on that, go right ahead. And I'll give you a blue wrench. So you can actually post some links if you want to, but be nice about the links. Laurentian RC Studio. How you doing? Been a long time I haven't seen you here. Bull Gear RC's there also. How you doing? JP Slayer Racing. Dang it, Tank. I gotta adjust my screen a little bit. There we go. I gotta stop moving my table or put the camera on instead of putting on the lid of the laptop. I'm using a laptop right now, and every time I shake the table, my camera just wobbles. So for you guys on here, let me post a link also, so you guys can actually join in if you want. There, I just posted the link in the chat. If you guys want to join in and chat with me, if you don't have a camera, that's okay, as long as you have a microphone. Then we have Scott from Scottzilla RC that just jumped in.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Olga was telling me a short story again.
Oh, who was telling you a short story? Who was telling you a short story?
My girlfriend.
Oh.
And they're never short.
No, they're never short. It's just like my wife sometimes when she starts telling me something about her day and I'm looking at her. Okay, keep going. Okay, just get to the punchline. Come on. So.
We turn this fan off, keep the noise down.
So you're not the only one in that boat that when a girlfriend starts talking to you about something. Okay, keep going.
And they said that we don't listen. It's just we get kind of bored after a little while.
Well, it's our attention span.
Yeah.
When they go, hey, honey, yes, you have it. Say it. Because 5 seconds later, our mind goes somewhere else. So.
Mm-hmm.
can't get my receiver to stick on my RC body. I gotta get some cleaner or something to clean the plastic off, because I tried 3 different ones for the receiver, and the receiver just doesn't want to stick. I got the ESC to stick. The ESC stuck very good, but the receiver just doesn't want to stick onto the body. So I'm gonna have to look at another 2-way tape, or I'll clean it off with some rubbing alcohol or something, just to make sure that it's nice and clean. But this is the TA06 that I got from NetCruiser RC.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he got the motor, he got the electronics, but what he really wanted in this kit was the remote control, because he wanted it for racing.
Right.
And the car, he didn't care too much about it. So I picked it up, and I had a brushless system here kicking around that I took off another car. Yeah, it's this one, the on-road carpet racer, that I put a 21 turn, I think it is, on there. That was a 25.5, I think. It's for carpet racing for vintage. That was the rule. So I got that. So when I took the 17.5, I had another motor. So I just put it in this one. So that's why I posted on my YouTube channel, which body do you guys think I should get? So
I saw that.
Whole bunch of people voted on it.
What type of double-sided tape do you usually use when you're working with the ESCs and stuff?
ESCs, I just get the white one. It's a foam double-sided tape.
Okay.
That's the one I used right now on this one, and it's on very strong. But I used the same tape and just stuck it on the middle of it, and it does not want to hold. It's really weird. Another one I use is the red one here from 3M. That's a thicker one. This one you can put on brick or pretty much anything, and it really sticks. That one is pretty good. Another one I used to use is, I think it was not a Gorilla, but there was another one. I'm out right now, so that's another type, a 2-way foam tape. This one might be good. This is a kind of a black felt double-sided. It's kind of a black.
Is that the Gorilla one?
I'm not sure if this is a Gorilla one.
Because that's what I've been using. The stuff I've been buying from the RC shops hasn't worked, but that Gorilla tape, you can buy it in different weights, and it seems to work pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I can get it at Walmart without having to place an order at Amy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go check what they have and so on. So just try. That's why I have about 3 or 4 different ones here, because sometime when I deal with a different RC or different surface or different plastic, you never know how it's going to react. So
right.
But I had another one. Another one I used to use was carpet tape. Carpet tape is awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
But it's very thin.
Oh.
So carpet tape is very cool and very neat, but it's thin. But carpet tape is actually reinforced, so it's got some rope into it, and it's sticky like crazy. But the only thing I don't like is it's very thin. So the surface has to be very clean and no bumps on it. Mostly, a lot of bodies have bumps on them, so it becomes an issue. But I'm going to try that black one right now and see if it's going to stick on there, and wait for more people to get in the chat and start talking about what's better, ARRMA or Traxxas. Do you own any of those, Scott?
I have a 2-wheel drive Slash.
2-wheel drive Slash.
And if I was starting over again, I'd probably start with an ARRMA instead of the Slash.
Oh
yeah. I think they're just great bang for the buck vehicles. I wish they were had a little more variety. I think that's the only thing, is they don't really have anything other than a basher vehicle, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind having a basher like that. But if I was new to the hobby, I'd probably want something else other than just a basher too. You know, everybody has different likes and dislikes.
Okay. Yeah, Philco RC says that kit for the TA06. Mind you, I believe that kit, the TA06, it's not. Is it the Pro TA06 Pro? because there is a difference in TA06 and TA06 Pro. This one's a Pro. And he says right now on Hobby King, it's 155 with the Toyota 86 body. Playing with this camera. Scottzilla, what camera were you playing with?
Oh, I've got a Canon. I did, my last video wasn't actually a video. It was just photos, and I was trying to use DaVinci Resolve to do color grading instead of Photoshop. No matter what camera I use, I have my GoPro, I have my Android phone, and I have my Canon now. And when I take a picture of my green race vehicles, I get a completely different green than what I have on the actual car.
Yeah. But I got Ace88 that said a comment that does make a lot of sense, which is it really doesn't matter what the brand is. If it makes you happy, that's all that matters, which is true. But what I want to find from people tonight is okay, that's a good answer, but it's more part availability. In other words, if your RC car breaks, how long do you have to wait for parts to come in? Does your local hobby store, if you have one, actually have spare parts for you right away? Or do you have to wait a week or two for the parts to come in? What's your downtime? What's your experience with warranty? It doesn't matter. It could be ARRMA, it could be ECX, it could be Traxxas, it could be Axial. I just want to hear some story for some people. Horror stories and also good stories if possible.
Well, the crazy thing about the Traxxas is some auto parts stores here in the United States actually carry parts for them. They're actually in stock on the shelves.
Really?
Yeah, Pep Boys is one of the chains of auto parts stores here in the United States that carries Traxxas parts. Yeah, I was in there one day. I don't remember. I was buying a battery for my car, and I had some time, and I was looking around like, there's axles, and there's this, and there's that. They had a whole shelf full of stuff. I don't know why they don't sell the cars if they sell the parts. Can you imagine if Pep Boys or an auto parts store actually sold RC cars? More people would probably buy them.
Yeah, more people would buy them. Yeah.
So Traxxas does have its good points.
I'm trying to read. Yeah, BSRC says his local hobby store doesn't have a clue.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So yeah, you get some hobby stores like that they're there just to sell you a box and don't have a lot of parts. But
I went to one hobby shop at the mall and asked them if they had paint, and they didn't know if they had paint or not. They went in the back, they looked under the counters, and then they told me, well, why don't you go to Home Depot and get some paint there? I never went back.
okay. Not quite the same kind of paint.
No.
Crazy. So Ace88 says, in my personal experience, my ARRMA has held up longer than my Traxxas one did. My LHS is 30 local hobby store is 30 miles away, but he carries everything ARRMA. Cool.
I guess my only problem with my Slash was shock caps, so I got new shocks. And I was always really annoyed with all the screws backing out.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying, oh God, I went blank. There was a branded company that makes all the replacement parts. I bought that. So, you know, the arms won't come off.
Well, I think like Boba Q Boba Q 70 says that they need a 6X slash ready to run. To me, that is where Traxxas is missing the boat a little bit. For them, they have the VXL. It's 3S capable, but they have
Yeah.
not come out with any other powerful system other than now with the big 1/8 system and the 1/5 system that now they have. But as ready to run in a Slash or a Stampede or whatever, it never came up with a 4S or something with more power. Uh, what Arma is doing right now, they're tickling your fancy and saying, hey, you want more power? Here's the same truck but with more power. Here's this with more power. So that's where I think Traxxas is missing the boat a little bit. Is give more options to the end user.
Yeah, they do have a lot of options, from cars to trucks to boats to even quads. Don't they have quads too?
Yeah, Traxxas have quads now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Philco is saying now. When you go take a walk, people ask you, "Hey, is that a Traxxas?" or "Hey, is that a Slash?" Um, it's not that they're popular. Well, they were popular, but everybody wanted a Traxxas when they were younger. But nowadays, you have Armas. So for the younger crowd, now Armas are.
Well, Traxxas, because I this was before I was into RC. I knew what a Traxxas was because they would sponsor a lot of events, so you would see the name out there, and they did a really good job of promoting their company. They were really big with the motocross and supercross community at one time.
Okay.
So, I mean, promotion goes a long way if you do it right.
Yeah. Sure. Ace 88 says his Slash keeps eating up gears in his transmission. I bet you anything that's a two-wheel drive transmission, Ace 88, the one you're talking about, because my brush Slash did the same thing, and my brushless Slash did the same thing a little while ago again, and now it doesn't do it anymore. But let me know if it is a two-wheel drive Slash that keeps eating up your thing, and I'll tell you what I did. Your four-wheel drive did it also. That's strange for the four-wheel drive because I never. Well, first of all, it doesn't have a transmission that has a slipper gear in the center, and then you have diffs in the front and the rear. But the two-wheel drive, if you go to RPM, you can get a new plastic case for it. The problem with the Traxxas Slash, their case or their plastic, for some odd reason, with the heat and all that, it kind of bends a little bit. And then it seems like the spur gear becomes off center to your pinion. So when you turn it, it's really tight on one side, and then it's loose on the other side. It's really weird when when you do the when you do it and if you put it tight on one side, and then by the time you get to the other side, it's really stiff, and you're just going to burn your spur gear. So something gets crooked in there. So that's why I put the RPM now. And since then, no problem. A lot of people, what they do is on the two-wheel drive, they go directly to an aluminum case. I don't like aluminum, so I went with the RPM first, and it's been holding up pretty good right now. And it's a $30 part. So, and then no more strip gears. So it really helped me out for the two-wheel drive. That's for sure.
You know, when I stopped using 3S, a lot of my Slash problems went away too.
That is true. That is true. On 3S, I broke a lot of dry shaft. I broke a lot of things on 3S. Hey, Honey Lulu, how you doing? Honey Lulu says, hello, Tank, and hello, Scottzilla.
Steve-O's got a bandwidth problem, probably, huh?
Oh, yeah?
He's trying to upload a video and get on the stream at the same time.
Oh, that might be an issue.
Yeah. So we can't talk about him because we know he's here.
Yeah, Barbecue says, the tickle tank, you can hear the quality in Arma diffs. True, they're a little bit beefier and all that. They've done their homework, and that's what right off the gate, what they wanted to do with ARRMA is come out with a very tough RC. I remember the first commercial they had. They were writing it off a house off the roof.
Yeah.
And they were bashing right into the wall, and the car was okay. So right off the bat, they wanted to come out with a car that was basher proof almost. So
Basher boy proof.
basher boy proof. I'm not sure if basher boy is that much of a hard basher, not like Tony from CCXRC. Traxxas is suing Helion again.
Whose Traxxas suing now? Oh,
Helion.
Wow. That's one thing I don't like about Traxxas. They seem to be a little bit of the bully on the block.
Yeah. Well, bully, or are they really trying to protect their market or their stuff that they made? So because like Traxxas is saying, well, we're the one that had the cantilever shocks for the first cantilever shocks.
Right.
Well, not really, because it's been around for a long time, cantilever shock.
Exactly.
So it's not
and
just
their timing for their lawsuits is questionable as well. I hit them while they're down.
Yeah. So I guess Steve OD is going to have to, since he can't get on, he's going to have to comment, but he's going to have to put it in all caps, because right now he's commenting and I can't read it because it's not in caps. Whoa, everybody's typing too fast. I can't read. BSRC saying he's looking into getting a Seton as is an XRC. Cool. They're nice little trucks, that's for sure. Yeah, and there is rules on different tracks, just like Ace88 is saying. If you're going to buy an RC and want to go race at your local racetrack, before buying anything, go there and ask what they run and what the rules are.
And don't listen to the RC shop either, because they just want to make a sale.
Yeah.
Our shop has donated some funds to help us build our track, but they've never been to our track and they don't know what we race.
Yeah, that's true. And Jack, RC Video Production, is in the house. Hi, how are you doing, Jack? Steve OD's computer is freezing every 3 seconds.
Oh, he got busy in the chat. I can't even find my last post.
Yeah, he got busy. That's why I was trying to read and try to follow it, but all of a sudden it just kept on going forward. I was losing it.
Hey, Jack.
G'day. Just thought I'd pass by.
Cool.
Tank.
Thanks for jumping in, Jack.
Hello, everyone in the chat. More ARRMA stuff I see, Tank?
Yeah, because last weekend, John actually came here and did some crawling with me on my track. So he brought his Red Cat Gen 8, and man, he put a brushless system in there from Castle Creation, and man, that thing's fast. It's probably just as fast as my Slash. Like it's just crazy how fast it went. Like he stepped on the gas and boom, he just went. And every time he falls on the ground, he just hits the gas and turns the throttle, and just the rotation of it all just brings it back on its feet. It's just a speed demon. It's just crazy how it is.
Well, do you want my opinion?
What?
You know what it's going to be. Traxxas for me.
Traxxas? Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. Hello, Honey Lulu. Sorry, there's people saying hello. Sean. I see Tony's in there. His phone's stuttering.
That's probably because he's getting a lot of message.
Yeah, I'd go Traxxas for me because I've had my Slash now for I don't know how long, a few years, and if I ever tell anyone what RC to get, it'll be the Slash. So yeah.
So how are parts for you? Does your local hobby store have Traxxas parts, or do you order it online?
I've never my Slash. I've never changed the part. All I did was change the oil. That was it.
That's good.
That's correct, Honey Lulu. Outback Jack forever. Sorry. Yeah. So we got with the hobby stores here. I actually just before I continue, I ended up selling my Fox last week. Finally, after so long, and this guy he rode down here. He's got a Harley, a beautiful Harley Davidson. He's got, and he travelled nearly 2 hours to pick this thing up. So he was that keen on it. But I told him that just you got to be wary with, especially Kyosho. Parts are really hard to get here for Kyosho. With Traxxas, you can hobby stores they stock a lot of stuff. Same with HPI, but then HPI, HSP, and all them are compatible with HPI. I don't know whether you guys know that. So, but with for Traxxas, you can get parts with. I'm going off a bit of the subject here, but with Kyosho, you got to search online this and that. It's just they're just a funny company to deal with, Kyosho.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm a Traxxas man.
Sean's RC Adventure posted a question which makes a lot of sense, and for me it was the biggest thing for years. Is why do people put brushless in a crawler? Question mark.
I was waiting for an answer for that one.
Yeah. For years, a brushless system in a crawler made no sense. For the simple reason you had too much cogging, which means in very low speed, you just couldn't get the torque. A brushless system, when it first came out, is when you just hit the trigger, more power, and it just spins and it goes. You couldn't crawl with it. But with the censored wire, you can. Problem with censored wire is that you couldn't get them waterproofed, so you couldn't go play in the water, or as soon as it was wet a little bit, it broke on you. So people couldn't do the brushless system. But now with the 4-pole and 6-pole brushless, and now they even come out with some brush motors that are 4-pole. So it's there's a lot of game changer coming around, but you don't need them censored anymore, and you can crawl very slow with them. And you have the high torques with it. But that said, which is good now for the motor, but that said, now in a crawler, what I do with my crawlers is I want it to be as scale as possible. Now, putting a brushless system is like putting a V12 or a V24 engine into it, or a Ferrari engine into your Jeep. To me, it makes no sense. Could somebody do that in real life? Hell yeah. And that's why people do it. But yeah, to me, a high-powered brushless system in a scale truck is kind of stupid. But in a basher kind of trail truck, yeah, it's fun. But it all depends. But now motors are a heck of a lot better than they used to be, and cheaper also. So it's starting to make sense to put it in there.
But what are those trucks on those King of the Hill videos I see on YouTube? I know they're crawling trucks, but they've got like drag motors in them or something. They're huge, loud vehicles.
The motor, the what type of trucks?
Yeah, okay. Are those like they're not really, they're crawling trucks, but they're always climbing mountains and stuff. There's a competition for them. I don't know what the name of it is because I don't really watch it. I just see the videos.
You mean like a rock racer, the ones that go fast and they go on they kind
Yeah.
of they go up? Yeah, those are
Right.
rock racers. Those are have very high output motors and all that.
Yeah.
But they are rock racers, and in
Okay.
those trucks, it makes a lot of sense. It's like a wraith. Having it in a wraith, it makes sense. But in a crawler truck, I don't, I'm not sure. It's too much
Yeah.
speed for me.
See, I'm learning hanging out with you guys that crawling's a very vast array of vehicles still.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. Um,
In my SCX10, I remember a couple of years ago, I actually stuck a 3S in it, and it had a bit of up and go to it. I've got a in my SCX10 though, I've changed the motor out of that. I've got a 20 turn in it, but it had some zip.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you can fishtail it all day.
I guess my problem with buying one of the crawlers, it seems so slow to me. Even the axials seem slow to me.
It depends on the motor though.
Yeah. But if I'm going to dump a bunch of money in a brand new vehicle, I don't want to buy electronics the next day too.
That's true. Ace 88 says his local hobby shop doesn't have something I use, so he uses Vortex Hobby out of Utah, and they ship the same day or the next day, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, having a good hobby shop that are knowledgeable is a good thing close to you, and if you don't, then you do have to rely on other places to get your info.
Hey Justin, I see
Yes.
you just crept in there, mate, in the corner. There you go.
Good. I'm a little tired.
I was beat last week. I don't know how I made it through the stream.
So, BSRC, you put your camera in the truck tonight.
I did.
Cool.
Yeah, Justin, he made me laugh the other day. I should have pinned your comment, Justin, but I
was trying so hard
oh,
too.
mate, that was so funny. I'm thinking to myself, all right, you use a GoPro. 2 weeks, pretty cool.
I thought that'd get you.
Oh, that was quite funny.
Cool, Bradley. Bradley said he just ordered a WPL crawler with metal upgrades for $46 on eBay.
Oh, that's good. Those WPLs that you need metal, alloy metal, whatever. Like I did with my communications truck. I mean, the plastic last year a couple of runs.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people completely mod them, axles and all, and change out the electronics and all that sort of stuff. Well, those drives, those shafts cost me, I think it was $20 AU for a set of 3, because there's a lot that just sell 2, the front and the middle. So I got the 3 front, middle, and the rear. So, and I thought I'd just take it out and just bash it up a bit and see how it goes. And I was hoping, well, not hoping, but I was waiting for the steering links or something to break.
And nothing broke so far?
No, it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not a fan of leaf springs, not on something like that. But like you said, or I think it was someone else said it, that especially in slow motion, it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
The way it bounces around. I think you mentioned the comment about it bouncing.
Yeah, because when on video, it's a different look altogether, and it's a different ride.
Yes, correct. So I thought I'd do just some spots that I ran it. There's a lot of twigs and stuff like that, and I thought I'd just throw it around a bit and just see how it handles and stuff. And I checked it over and all that sort of thing. And but you need especially that thing there, all the small. They get caught up. If they get caught up in some sticks or something, they'll just snap. The plastic's rubbish. So anyway, my opinion is Traxxas. Sorry.
Yeah, this last weekend, John from NetCruiser RC came over, and after we finished crawling, he brought his X-Max and his Typhoon, and we actually went across my house, well, in front of the house. There's a construction yard, and they actually were making a new road. So there's a lot of spots there, nice spots with mud, water, and all that. And we were having fun with his ARRMA Typhoon and the X-Max in the water and the mud. And like John goes, he hands me the remote of the ARRMA. He goes, "Here, you want to give it a try?" I go, "Yeah, sure. I'll give my first try to a ARRMA ever." Like I never drove. Well, I drove RCs before, but never an ARRMA. And so I had fun with it. It's a fast piece, that's for sure.
Hi, Alvin.
People ask me if I want to drive their cars, and I'm always so hesitant, and they're like insistent sometimes. Yeah. And I baby the things because I don't want to break their car.
Oh, come on.
We were at the racetrack. Hey, race it. I'm like,
or you just have donuts and things like that. So you might break a car, but if it breaks, it's because of something else. But when you hit a wall,
that's why I'm
or
getting a new body,
or a curb, that's what could really break an RC.
I see Tony's Brutus didn't last long. Bloody hell!
No, it didn't. It's like
I don't hear anything.
Shattered. Absolutely shattered.
Yeah.
Piece of junk.
Piece of junk.
Absolute plastic.
Yeah, to me, it made no sense. I don't think he drove it that hard.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't drive it. He was just going over those little jumps.
And to me, it's not acceptable.
No.
It's not acceptable that his ECX broke in so many minutes.
Yeah.
And it should have been warranted to replace it, but instead he just upgraded it back to a metal, and now he should not have any problems. So,
well, that's the thing. There, you got to spend to upgrade when they shouldn't. Put
right.
out RCs that are just gonna on your first run. And I watched it, and he wasn't bashing it very hard at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you spend $300-400, when you start getting up there, it should be worth it.
But yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, and when he pulled the casing off and showed us the gears, I mean, why the spur gear didn't strip, I don't know. But and he said that he didn't tighten the slipper clutch at all.
Really?
But that's just that's junk. Absolute junk. All right, the body's fantastic. You can love the body as much as you want, but it's what else it does. It's running the thing.
You guys talking about the Brutus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes things don't always go together the right way.
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, but he didn't really hit it that hard. He wasn't going. He wasn't killing it.
Yeah, but the way his spur in his or in the transmission was used, it was weird because they were all used equally. So to me, there's something weird in that transmission. Why it did that? It's not normal.
There could have been a bad gear to start with.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he said. He said that it just could have been something that's just. But if most of them are like that, people are going to get upset.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it landed weird. Okay. But still, I mean, how many RCs can you bash and land them weird and whatever?
Well, it's probably because the case is not that strong, and when he landed weird, it probably twisted, and that's when it stripped. I don't know.
Yeah.
BSRC, I see you have an ARRMA there. How do you like your ARRMA, and do you have any Traxxas?
I love my ARRMA, and that's the only one I own. And I love all my Traxxas too. But I mean, right now ARRMA has it.
And did you or do you own the Traxxas?
Oh yeah, I have several Traxxas.
UDR. How many UDR videos?
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic.
I have an X-Max, a UDR, a Stampede, a Slash, a TRX4.
And what's the biggest difference than you like in ARRMA that pushes you towards ARRMA compared to Traxxas right now?
In my opinion, the biggest difference between Traxxas and ARRMA would be the electronics. I always have problems with Traxxas electronics. I don't know why, but I can burn out just about anything that's Traxxas. And I have not had a problem at all with my ARRMA whatsoever. Plus, I find that it seems like the electronics are affordable for ARRMA rather than Traxxas. I mean, Traxxas wants gold for their products.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I take that back. All the parts that break, like A-arms and screws and stuff like that, they are pretty cheap compared to a Techno.
I'm sorry. When I say that, I do want to explain. I mean, the servo, the ESC, the motor, those parts seem ridiculously overpriced to me.
There are some Traxxas parts that are very expensive, but the things that you break are usually pretty cheap. When it comes to like A-arms.
You want to answer JP Slayer's comment there, Tank?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to answer
grab some water.
Answer JP Slayer. Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to answer JP Slayer's comment.
Tank doesn't have to watch my videos. It's okay.
He says Tank does not watch our videos. LOL.
He's spot on. He's spot on.
I do watch videos. I sometimes don't comment on all of them.
Yeah.
I do watch some videos, but the problem is I don't have time to watch all the videos of everybody.
I just need you to come in for 2 seconds and give me that thumbs down and move on.
The thumbs down. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I tried that a couple times just to comment and to tell to people what I liked about the video and what I did not like. And I said to them, I left a thumbs down because the audio wasn't good, or the camera was too shaky, or you used a wide lens.
This is why you're only Jack.
Hang on. I'm gonna pull you up. I'm gonna pull you up here, Tank. 3 years ago, I can't even remember 3 years ago. You actually came onto one of my videos and you actually said, "I'm disliking this video, Jack."
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Constructive.
Oh, it was you.
Negativity, or whatever I said.
I'm trying to think of who was backing you up that day. There was two of you. You came on, and
there was something about the video. So I've got to give you a thumbs down because of whatever. And man, did Jack ever freak out? But the other guys also freaked out.
Yeah, you guys were upset about something. That's what it was. I can't remember exactly what video it was, but I do remember you coming in with. I can't remember who it was with you. Who said the same thing, and you were actually upset. That's why you disliked it.
But some people just don't like constructive criticism. They just don't like it. As soon as you criticize on a video, I start bashing you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Justin came on the other day and gave me this lecture. I said, "Well, you should have disliked the video." I don't mind.
You need to know how it's done.
But I want to know. I want to know that people that what pisses me. I don't care. People dislike my videos. Okay, I don't care. But the people that sub you and deliberately do it is a different thing, because they wait for your uploads. When your upload comes in, they get the notification. Bang. Now I've got someone out of my own country who's hitting my videos lately. So, and they're sub to me. So come out and say why you don't like it, why you don't like the way I film, you don't like my animations. I don't mind. You know, like you're saying, come out and say why you're disliking it. You know, but to sub and wait for the notifications that's what they do. I can't help it if I film very well. I can't help it if I edit very well. What, you know, and it takes me more than 2 weeks, as Justin says. Yeah. Anyway, I'm cool if it's constructive, but not nasty. You know, Jack, I agree. It happens to me. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Just come out and say why. I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, I'm. You know, I don't know whether YouTube one day will probably take away. I'll just say hello to Steve Shinlenko. There you go, mate. And you know, I don't. You know, I think YouTube one day will probably get rid of the thumbs up and down thing. I think they'll probably get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
But to be subbed and to wait for your upload and then hit you with a dislike, I mean, that's deliberate.
That gets you, huh?
No, I just want to know why they're doing it. Because why watch my videos? Why sub to me then?
The thumbs down crew. Oh boy.
The thumbs down crew, yeah.
Thanks, JP.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. Like, it wasn't Jack, but it was the other guy I was talking about when I gave him construction criticism, and I was nice about it. Anything bad. I can't remember, but I remember that right after I gave that video, he came on 2 of my videos and gave me stupid criticism. Oh, I didn't like this music. Oh, I didn't like this. I give you a thumbs down. Like, he did it on purpose.
Oh, I know who it was. I know who it was.
I can't remember who it was.
It was too quick for you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was too quick for you, John. I think it was too quick for you.
I don't think so.
They give you a thumbs down before the video comes on.
Yeah, well,
or even
right.
before watching it, yeah.
I mean, some of them are so quick, it's ridiculous. But I don't give a shit if people dislike my stuff. I mean, I'll put a lot of hard work into my videos, like most of you know, but to be subbed and deliberately do it is a different thing, because they wait for you. Once you upload, bang, they're there.
That's kind of a personal attack.
Yeah, well, that's what you call a hater, right? They just want to do it so they can just hate on you. So I've done nothing wrong to anyone. I help a lot of people out, but what else am I supposed to do? I had 2 thumbs down on premieres before they started. Well, premieres come up before they're live, aren't they? They don't like you, Tony. You're too good, mate. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't like you. You're too good. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I got to be honest. You can leave any kind of criticism in my video. That's fine. It's not.
Well,
you're like you took my birthday away. I mean, Jesus, my life's going to go on.
I'll tell you right now. There's a lot of sensitive people out there. The comment that you left me, if that was for someone else that you didn't get along with, I'm saying not good friends with, I'll guarantee they would have attacked you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah, I'll guarantee they would have attacked you. If they couldn't see the humor in it, they would have think that, hey, hang on, he's hating on me. He's hating on me. You know, that's how things start on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just got
he just got a thumbs down, Tank.
Thumbs down. Darn
it.
Darn it.
I bet you someone will retract that. I think that's a stir. There has to be a stir, surely.
No, it can't be. It can't be. They don't like my haircut, or they don't like my camera quality. They don't like something.
Gee, your shirt's out of place.
Yeah, something's out of place.
Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous, Steve. I mean, look. I suppose you've grown over the years, Steve. Your channels. You bring out good content. I'm not going to suck up your ass here, mate, but I'm giving you kudos because you've been around for a long time. But you're doing your streams and all that sort of stuff. I mean, obviously, the more subscribers you're going to get them, mate. No matter what, Tony gets them, and he's grown heaps over the years. And it's just going to happen. So, But to deliberately do it, to sub to your channel, because I know the analytics on here inside out. I had a stage where I actually knew what state people were disliking my videos.
I'm sorry, these comments are great.
Yeah, they are great.
So I knew from which state, say in the States, for example, which state that they were coming out of. That's how much I know about these analytics. But YouTube, now I've changed everything. If you go to your analytics now, you won't know who's doing what because they've changed everything.
I don't know. I haven't checked that in a long time.
No, they've changed it. You can't with this new outlay that they've got, which I've got the old one still because I've got an extension that I put on,
Okay.
which I can go back and instead of using Google, I'm using Internet Explorer. I just click the button and it changes back to classic. But it won't load everything. It won't actually load how it should be. That's the only problem. But yeah, I used to go through the analytics, and I can tell you what state these people were hitting my videos.
Yeah, before you could go drill it down all the way up to the.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the states or it was just the country. I don't think the states were.
Yes, it did. For me, it did. I was getting them out of New York. I was getting them out of Atlanta. I was getting them out of. There was a lot, especially my old channel, well, my deleted channel, my guitar channel. There was a lot out of Spain and stuff, and I was getting where they were from.
Okay.
Well, I had a guy steal one of my highest hitting videos on my guitar channel, Steve, and I had a whole heap of people report him because it was my track, and I had a whole heap of people jump in and report him. And I think with the reporting, people I don't think understand how to actually report properly because of the timelines and stuff. It's a bit weird how YouTube do that. And yeah, he stole my video, and they never took it down.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
never took it down. It was one of my first. I think I had about 300,000 views on it.
Wow.
It was my Limp Bizkit Mission Impossible guitar. I did the whole video, all the tracks. Nah, you weren't around back then, Sean. Nah, don't stress, mate. You weren't around back then.
And I just went to JP Slayer Racing's YouTube page and looking through his videos.
And did you subscribe to him while you were there?
Oh
No,
my
I
God.
was already there.
Did you click subscribe while you're there?
Whatever you do, don't watch the video.
I think I've watched one or two of his videos, but none of the most recent ones.
Yeah, he brought out a couple of videos recently.
Make sure to leave a thumbs down.
He's got a the video to watch is that monster SCX10. That's a beauty, that thing.
Yeah.
That's a beast.
Maybe I should comment on that, put a thumbs down and say, I don't like the thumbnail on the Traxxas Thursday Emax text drive because he didn't put no title on the thumbnail. So maybe I should put a thumbs down on there and say, there's no title.
Yeah,
that is a stupid comment. I know that. I'm just kidding.
Don't you don't watch his videos. You're going to go on his channel now and thumbs him down. That makes a lot of sense, Tank.
I mean, that's how I do it. I don't know.
Leave my house alone, Tank. That's the way, JP. Give it to him, mate.
Well, he's got 219 views on that video. That's pretty good.
He gets a lot of views. Oh, don't worry about JP. He gets a lot of views and likes. Go and have a look. Oh, he gets a lot of views and likes. So now I start thumbsing him down. Now, can I just, I want to just talk to Scott for a minute. I saw you uploaded a video on the other channel, mate. I'll have to get to that. Is Scott there?
JP Slayer says, leave my house alone, Tank.
Scott, can you hear me?
Yes.
I saw you uploaded a video on the other channel.
Yeah, that was for a client of mine.
Okay.
It's a interview thing for a pet and feed store.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't missed anything.
Where's Mr.
I
Where's
told the
Mr.
guy I could do videos for him, but he wants some other guy to do all of his graphic art and all of his other stuff for him. I was like, man, that's just terrible stuff.
Yeah. Once it gets into that sort of thing, yeah.
I guess he's got an employee or a close friend that's doing it for him, and he's okay with it. I want to send him the final invoice on that website I built for him, but he just won't get around to finishing anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I sent him a couple of questions about. I have a whole page full of questions, and he won't answer the questions. So I think I'm just going to invoice him, tell him I'm done.
Yep. I'll check it out later.
So on my YouTube page, I actually put you get to pick the body for my Tamiya TA06. Okay, it's a 257 millimeter wheelbase, and I put 5 different ones there: the Ford Mustang GT4, the Gazoo Racing, Mercedes, Ferrari, and another Ferrari 599 and 548. I'm surprised on the voting, but everybody loves the Mustang. I got 23 votes altogether. That's not bad.
That's a poll, is it?
Now, here's a problem. I looked for the Ford Mustang, and I cannot find it. I got my local hobby store hunting for one right now, and he's going to tell me if I can get one. But I'm actually going to do 2 bodies for it. The simple reason is one of my buddies here in Ottawa locally has one, and I'm going to get for $25. And it's actually the Ferrari 458, which has the lowest votes. So I will be getting that body for it, but I will also get this body. So I'll have 2 bodies for this car.
Tony, since when do you call Tank bro?
The Elton calls me bro.
Oh, Tony, you make me laugh, mate. Yeah.
I want an AC Cobra. That's what I want.
Hey, what?
Yeah, the only thing I can find. An AC Cobra. That'd be a cool little street car.
Yeah.
Only body I've been able to find for it was on eBay, and it was an 18th scale or something like that. I was on my eBay watch list right now, and I don't see it there anymore, so I don't know. It was a company that makes Blue Groove, Team Blue Groove. They make custom bodies, so when you order one, you got to wait for them to make it.
So did everyone think I did a all right job with my Outback Jack update? I didn't want to do a long video because I don't think when I did it, I thought I'd put a bit of the history of how it all started and stuff because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, that's true. No,
how many mentions you got there, Tank?
2 or 3, I think.
Did you count them? Did you actually count them?
I did not count them.
Amazing.
They're actually from Canada.
Who's from Canada?
That Blue Group. The Blue Group company I was talking about that makes those bodies.
Okay.
They have a 1/24th, and they've got some 1/10ths, but they're for pan cars.
JP, Tony is right. You do need to put more playlist. So when people hit your main page, that it shows a bunch of playlists.
I thought he was talking about you, Tank.
It's easier to find your videos. What's that, Jack?
I thought he was talking about you. You got playlists, haven't you?
Yeah, I got playlists. I got a bunch of playlists. I have a whole bunch of them. Too many, I think. I got to clean them up. But some people say it's better if you do a playlist for certain categories, but also have a playlist called uploads. And no matter what, you put those videos in the upload. Like that, they can find it. As soon as they hit your page, they see it, and they don't have to hit the tab video. Hey, thanks. Tony CCXRC gave $5 on the super chat.
Jesus, Tony, you're going to run out of money giving him money, mate. How many times, mate?
Is the upload folder a default, or do you have to create that one?
No, you just title it upload, isn't it, Tank?
Yeah, you just called your playlist upload.
Oh, I don't have that one on mine.
By default, it'll have just uploads on your channel anyway.
Oh, okay.
I've got, I think, 2 playlists. I mean, I've got to go through umpteen million videos, but I think I've got 2 playlists. I've got the Outback Jack funnies and the cinematic stuff.
I'm still new to this YouTube
Well,
stuff.
you're doing pretty good for someone that's pretty new, mate. JP.
I quit chasing subs a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
I just subscribed to a guy who just started pushing his channel, and he's in a big jump of trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and he's posting all over the place. And
Yeah, but look, if you've got time on your hands, you can do that sort of stuff.
he's posting 2 videos a day right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know. It's a bit hard.
2 weeks, Jack.
So 2 weeks for what?
to make a
2
video.
weeks to make a video, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't uploaded every 2 weeks. What are you talking about? No worries, JP. You're a good bloke, mate. Just don't be late on my videos. He knows what I'm talking about. When you're posting, you can create a playlist to add it to or choose one you already have. You can do it by model or what you're doing. Tony's become an expert, eh, Tank?
Yeah.
He's an absolute expert now, Tony. Don't get too cocky, Tony. Talking about cockies, I went and got a coffee. I just got a coffee before I came on here, and I was in my car, and there was a whole heap in my street. There was a whole heap of cockatoos playing. It was fantastic to see.
So just for the hell of it, I use my Internet Explorer to go to my YouTube channel because that one is not signed into anything.
Right.
So I just use that to see what my webpage looked like. And as soon as you get there, you get my logo.
Yep.
A current video, and you do get an upload folder. And that one I did not create it. So that must be
great looking guy.
You see, it gives you uploads. You see, it's by default, it's uploads.
And then I have created playlists, and then I have a bunch of playlists here with even Outback Jack.
Yeah, I noticed that. Thanks very much for that. I noticed you had an Outback Jack playlist.
And I do have the Tank featured channel. So I have GCM, Dave Crew Control, and I do have Jack there for CDHX. So those are my featured one.
Well, you were part of the you were part of the idea. So yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably something I should start doing is the playlists and tagging my videos and stuff. I never do that stuff.
Well, it helped a lot, the tags and the
tags.
One thing that helps is also the end screen. The end screen, that when the people see the end of the video, there's a couple pop-ups that shows other videos that you've made.
Right.
That helps them stay on your channel.
I have been trying to do that.
Good.
Hi, James Swift.
Hey, James,
I
how you
use
doing?
certain words as tags that even when I search them, they don't come up.
Well, I used to put like 20 or so tags in my videos in the beginning. It just didn't seem to
it only gives you 20, I think. It only gives you 20, something like that. But I think Tony uses some extension that he does his automatically. He's got some site that he goes to. What's the site called?
That would be nice.
There's a site that you can go to. TubeBuddy.
Yeah,
is that right, Tony?
I've heard about that.
I just checked the pricing on it and I stopped looking at.
Well, you the free version, when you just register and you get the free version, it's not bad. It gives extra things.
So that automatically does a title,
really?
And tags, doesn't it?
Yeah, it helps you with your tags and things like that because I do have it on mine, but I don't pay it. But it's like a thing also. If you get other people to subscribe, you actually end up having it for free. But you got to keep getting people, or else you pay for it.
Yeah. They say thumbnail and the title of your video is the best thing to have good. Yeah, that's correct. Yep,
Yeah,
for
good
sure.
thumbnail.
Me and
Thumbnail.
me and Kevy, Steve knows Kevy RC. A couple of years ago, we spoke about that. How thumbnails and stuff like that, whether you put text or fancy it up. I know Steve does on his channel, but you got to, I suppose, do the thumbnails where it catches the eye. That's he's right. I mean, people are putting hashtags in their description and they're coming up every time, and people can click on them. That's the new thing, but
Well, now you're only allowed to put so many hashtags in the description as well.
I know
No, you can.
they allow you 3. You can put as many you want, but they allow you 3 to be publicly up on your title, where it's not hidden. But they've got to be proper kind of tags. Sometimes they'll let you, if I put my name or something, it'll come up. Or it depends what name you're putting. If you're putting something that they don't recognize, it won't work.
Okay, right now I'm logged into Internet Explorer. I'm on Internet Explorer, and
Yep.
I'm not logged into YouTube, and I'm searching my name and my city, which I put in a tag on all of my videos. Actually, I
Yep.
kind of stopped, but I don't come up. I'm not even on the first page.
Oh, it's weird.
There's a lot of Scott Taylors, but none of them are me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you're putting your actual name. You're not putting Scott Zilla, though, are you?
Well, yeah, but I put that, and the city I live in is Westlaco. There's not a whole lot of Westlacos, and that's in my tags, and it doesn't come up.
Well, here's last week's video, and you are on it.
Try Chrome.
Okay.
Okay, so just show you real quick. In my description here, I got a bunch of stuff, and on the bottom, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hashtag. But on the title here on top, it takes the
three.
first.
Yeah, it only gives you 3. It doesn't give you more than 3.
That is correct. But when they search, they will see this one. They will see this.
I used to put a ton in there.
Yeah. Oh, there's people put tons of tags in the description.
But only 3 will show up in the with the title description.
I was looking at that picture. I kept checking my hats. Like, it's not on backwards.
That was last week. That's a different color shirt also.
Freaking me out, man.
Oh, honey, Lou's talking about clickbait. I missed something here.
Yeah.
I think. Hang on, I want to stir Justin here. I think most of Justin's titles are clickbait.
Yeah.
Or is that on the Traxxas slide?
And the thing is, they're in capitals.
Yeah. I do try to be catchy, I guess. I don't know.
Nah, I'm only joking with you, mate.
Oh no,
well, it was pretty clever how you did the title for the Van Halen one. That was quite clever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always try to be clever in the title, I guess. I was thinking, I did a video, what is it, how to put together an explosive mashup. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the thumbnail on that one, I got told that was clickbait. And I mean, when I go back and I look at it, I kind of agree. Maybe do a little bit of clickbait now and then, but I just try to be catchy more than anything.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. I mean, people put clickbait titles,
Well, some people are real bad about that. Not necessarily.
Yeah, they get the attention. But they get the. Well, Scott, go and type in the worst guitar player in the world. Go have a look how many hits it's got. Go have a look how many hits it's got. It's got millions and millions. I mean, it's clickbait. I mean, the guy's good. He's not crap. Worst guitarist in the world.
Name. He was doing Traxxas videos for a He was sponsored by Traxxas. There was one where he jumped his house. He
Yeah.
was a comedian or something.
Mm.
That guy was horrible for clickbait.
Oh,
The picture that he had for his thumbnail wasn't even in the damn video.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's real
Honey
good with
Lulu.
titles
Honey
and getting
Lulu
people to
stuff
come
is
in. But man, you watch one of his videos, you can't get rid of it. It's there on your stream forever, man.
Don't worry, Honey Lulu. I'm stirring Justin up. He knows I'm stirring him
Oh,
up.
it's all good.
Did you get to see the Italian guy tapping, Justin?
No, I haven't checked that out yet.
Yeah, go and check it. Eddie Van Halen didn't invent tapping. The guy back in the 50s.
No, he didn't.
So
That guy-
which video thumbnails you said that the guy said that was clickbait?
Okay, scroll back through the videos.
Where's all your playlist?
Yeah, no, I haven't done any of that.
He hasn't done anything, he said.
Atwater was his last
Cooking
name.
with BSRC.
Which one is it?
It's right-hand side, second row.
All right, stop, don't move. There's the best title right there. Jack helps me. There's your best title.
I took that picture of my stovetop. I thought it was clever, but like I said, I got told that the reason that didn't get as many views as some of the other ones is because it looked like clickbait.
Thanks, Lulu. Thank you very much.
I did not even notice that it was on the stove.
Yeah, I got the battery plugged into the charger, and it's there on the stovetop. I'm ready to go, man.
Has that class as clickbait?
Yeah,
That guy that I won the gift card from, he uploaded a April Fool's video where he was going to saw a lipo in half, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, is he really going to do that?" He had me going. I was like, "He can't be that dumb, can he?"
How you going, Phil? I haven't seen you on my RC channel for the last couple of videos, mate. You disappeared. Thanks. Was putting any money into it's honestly just a toy grade vehicle, and they tried to put a brushless system in it. You're better off saving your money and getting something proper. What's Brad got? What toy RC has he
I was
got?
wondering.
What do you got? Because Steve's trying to help him out. I think Autronics it. What RC has he got? Toy grade RC, and he wants to upgrade it.
Maybe.
No, my RC channel, filthy. I know you're supporting me on my guitar channel, brother. All good. All good in the hood.
Well, it's just like from the guys that do quads, they went to a flea market or garage sale, and they saw this nice RC, and it's about the size of a Slash. It's got a little bit bigger tires, but he got it for $5. So he asked me, he goes, "Hey, I got this great deal. It looks new. Like there's no dust. Tires look mint. Everything looks mint." He goes, "I don't have a remote controls for it though. Where do I find one?" So I told him, "Well, take the hood off and show me the electronics a bit." And it's an all-in-one ESC and all that. It's like a Walmart thing. It looks in good shape. But I told him, "You're going to have to put at least a good $60 to $80 into it just to make it run. Like he needs a new ESC, he needs a new servo, he needs everything. So depending on how much you're going to spend, you might put a lot of money into it." He goes, "Okay, I'm going to send this back to my buddy then."
So Brad Coleman has got I don't know nothing about these because we don't have them here. He's got a new Bright Frenzy with a brushless system in it. That's what they're talking about.
Okay.
I know nothing about them.
I heard they're kind of rare. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know much about them either.
Well, that's what I think he said that.
New Bright.
It's unique. Yeah.
I don't think I would spend much money on a new Bright. Isn't that
Yeah.
something you can buy at Walmart?
Yeah.
I actually watched RC girl paint a hard body yesterday. It's pretty good.
So you wake up ready to hit the ground running.
Anyone go on RC girl's channel?
Save $1,000 on the new
On whose channel?
RC girl.
RC Girl?
Wow. She posted anything recently?
She posted I think it's a week, but she put up. She did a. I think it's a JK Wrangler body she painted.
Huh.
So here is a
Does that
new
new
bright.
bride even have?
Here's a new bright frenzy.
I don't know nothing about the new bright stuff. We don't have
Does
them
it
here.
have a steering wheel or just joysticks?
Looks like it's steering.
That just needs some bed sheets and a Punisher poster in the background.
And then you got that in your hand, and that's your face that you have.
It's funny. Oh, it looks like a good looking RC.
That's not bad.
That's a big kick-ass bumper on that.
So that's
Yeah.
a toy grade. That's all new bright toy grade. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Someone help. I'm not too sure about this
Well,
stuff.
they're getting better and better, but the problem is the reason it's not a hobby grade is because you can't really get parts for them. Is when they're bright, you're screwed. That's the biggest difference between toy grade and hobby grade. Is the hobby grade you can get one shock or you can get gears. This you cannot. If you call New Bright and to try to get parts, you might be able to get some stuff like charge and things like that, but parts for specific vehicle, you're going to have a hard time.
So that's why people buy them just for practically for the hard bodies, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, the hard bodies, they're pretty detailed.
They sell the body for killing just like a skull, guys.
Which this is good. It's a 2.4 gigahertz, which is good.
It's a good looking body on it, though. It looks mean.
Yep.
Oh, Target. We got Target. I might have to check out and see what they got there. They got any of this stuff here. I've seen some guys modify them into beautiful creative creations. Okay.
You can, and you can actually take the shocks off and put in a good pair of shocks on there.
Never select an RC body for me. I don't understand what that meant, but I don't know what you're talking about. Jack can never select an RC body for me. Well, I don't know.
And I went outside just now to see what the heck all the noise was. I think they're shooting fireworks for the graduation.
Oh,
I can hear it now.
yeah.
You can hear them?
Gee, yeah.
And I live out in the country.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a killer body, but I like it. It looks mean.
Brad says it had a brushless motor on there. Really? I didn't know
That's
it was
That's what he said.
brushless.
They showed the tires wheels off here. I thought it didn't look. So they're rubber tires, I gather. Is that correct? They're not plastic, are they?
No, they're better. The new Bright are way better than they used to be, so the rubber quality is better.
So he's having trouble with the servo. That's what they're trying to work out, and that frenzy.
Okay.
I'd return it, Brad. Tell them the servo is bad, and then pick up a 15T motor and some Duratrax 6-pack. There's 3 wheels and tires for the voltage, maybe. I'd hand it to Filthy K, mate. He's a knowledgeable man.
That guy's like the Google of RC.
No, he's very. I mean, don't forget. It helps out a lot of people in what he does. You know, you got to give him kudos. The Google of RC here. Him and Kagan. Kagan's another quiet achiever. Where is Kagan? Alien Conquest MTXLR brushless is 100. See, he knows all this stuff. I've been in this hobby for years. I've got no idea. If you can't, needs to change his name to that. Yeah.
It always amazes me when he starts spouting off gear ratios. I mean, he just
he knows his stuff.
And I'm just like, I'm always like, whoa, could you slow it down for us idiots just a step?
How you going, Carnage? Thanks for visiting my video the other day, mate. Thank you very much.
Hey, Carnage Crawling, how you doing?
Have a good night, honey Lulu.
See you
See you
later.
later, honey.
See you, honey Lulu. I'll see you soon. Yeah, there's two. I mean, Tony knows his stuff these days. Now he's learned over the years. He knows pretty much a lot of stuff. You got Steve in there. He's a pretty knowledgeable bloke. Steve Shenlenko.
Yeah.
By the way, Steve, I ended up selling my Fox finally after all this time.
Oh, you did sell it?
Yeah, sold it. This is what I sold it with. Steve, a couple of years ago, helped me out with the wheels that I needed for it because I bought the Pioneer Louise, which the offset on this thing was kind of weird, and I wanted to get, instead of using the paddles, I wanted to get, kind of dirt sort of wheels, tires, and because Steve back in the day when he got his Fox, I contacted him and I asked him, and because Kaiosha make the Fox and the Mad Force, which are practically the same chassis. When I bought the Pioneer Louise, these things were massive, these wheels, and they just didn't fit. They fitted, but they were hitting the suspension. So I contacted Steve Shenlenko, and he put me onto the Mad Force wheels and tires. And I had to get them out of the States, and they cost me, I think it was $160 odd. So anyway, cut a long story short, I sold it last week after it's been advertised for so long. I sold it with those set of wheels, two 4000 2S batteries, because it's a 4S, a Basher Boy remote and receiver, which is Spectrum. What else did I sell it with? And I chucked in a whole heap of batteries for this bloke. Now, he travelled 2 hours here to get it, and he was wrapped, blah, blah, blah. And I sold it for $350, which is actually quite a bargain, really, because just the Mad Force wheels alone, they're not cheap. And the 2 batteries, the remote, blah, 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 whatever. So 350 AU, I don't know what that is in American dollars, 270 or something, around that mark. So after all this time, I wanted to do another run with it. And I spoke to Steve the other day about it and batteries and stuff, but because it's been advertised, I dropped the price down. It was actually at 380, but I dropped the price down and then bang, I ended up selling it. So, but it is a beast of a truck, that's for sure, no doubt about it. But I hardly run it, so someone else can use it.
Cool.
So I'm selling more and more RCs now. I'm going to cut right down because I went on as you know, Tank, I'm an impulse buyer. I just go out and buy stuff. So I'm getting rid of a couple more that I've got advertised. I've got a shitload of batteries that, you guys, if you guys were closer, I'd be throwing batteries and that at you for nothing and all this sort of stuff. But, I've got parts and everything. I've just got to cut down on all this sort of stuff and just keep a couple of RCs, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I've advertised the Fox for a very long time. I'm surprised it didn't go when I first advertised it because you can hardly get these things, well, especially here. But they are a beast of a truck to run, that's for sure. The torque on them is really good. Sorry about that.
No problem. Hey, BLX Matt, how are you doing?
Hey, Matt.
Looks like he's got something in his cart. He's waiting for a paycheck to come in.
Wait, Payday to pull the trigger on the Outcast. On that everyone's going after the Outcast, yeah?
Oh, there's a lot of people buying Outcast now, or
the Taurus, Outcast. What else? Yeah, Phil Co's got a couple of videos with his and put different wheels, buggy wheels on there. And
now, how are the parts for the ARRMA, like the wheels or the A-arms, compared to Traxxas? What is there a big difference in prices, or it's about the same thing? Do you guys know?
Ask Phil. Phil will know straight away.
I honestly thought that
Can't really compare apples to apples on that one.
Arrma was a little bit cheaper. I mean, I bought a whole new set of A-arms and suspension and stuff. Well, I say new, but somebody took it off theirs and just sold it on eBay. And I mean, I think I paid like $18 for that stuff.
Okay.
So for me, that was really reasonable.
So Matt's saying he can get the Outcast for $389, normally $500.
Never break armor parts. Yeah, I mean,
he never breaks ARRMA parts.
I've only really broken one
Hey.
AR.
Yeah, but that's probably Sean probably drives it like Jack does.
Yeah, no. Steve doesn't go hardcore with his stuff.
Yeah.
That's why it's breaking him. Yeah, I don't. Oh, the slash of I've completely. There's an old video. If you go on my channel as Basher Boy, if you go on my channel,
Yep.
I've got a skate park bash with the Traxxas
I
slash.
just watched that the other day.
Where I take it so high up in the air and I put it in super slow motion. No, it's an old video, Justin. You'd have to go way back.
I could have sworn I was just randomly watching through videos and it came up and I was like,
Yeah, I had the Slash and the Desert Fox, the Hobby King Desert Fox. It's both RCs are in it, and they got these really massive jumps where they went to this skate park with my mate in the country. And I think Tank, you probably would have saw it. You were around back then, and I just flew this thing right up in the air. Nothing, no shocks, nothing popped on it. I haven't broke any arms, nothing. That's why I say. I mean, in my opinion, the Slash is just so durable. It's unbelievable. You can bash that thing all day.
I saw a video yesterday where they had a bunch of guys get together and they're having a big bass session, and this guy was backflipping a 2-wheel drive Slash. I'm like, wow.
What? What's the bloody running?
2-wheel drive? That's
What's he having? What sort of a system must have been? It's more than
They
three.
had upgraded it, but you should have seen those rear tires ballooning. I bet that guy glues tires all the time. I've never seen a 2-wheel drive Slash.
I bought mine stock. It was the Dakar that I bought out of when I was buying out of Tower Hobbies back in the day, when our dollar was kind of same as the American dollar. I was buying stuff out of Tower Hobbies, and that's where I bought my Dakar from. And just for a brush system, it was pretty good. Goes all right. Then I changed out the because I'm not a fan of the Titan motors. The pieces of crap, and I put a Villenium in it. And but I don't really run it on 3S. I run it on 2S. It's got enough power for what I do anyway. Like Tank said, I don't bash the hell out of my RCs.
And I think that's the difference between people who really enjoy film and people who really enjoy.
Yes, that's the difference. Yeah, spot on. If I'm filming and I want to get good slow-mo shots or blah, 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 whatever, good depth of field shots or whatever, I'd have to stand up and, because I'm looking for, don't forget, I'm looking for a lens of a camera. I'm not looking at the RC. I don't think some people don't understand how I should make a video about it, but
6S is just, I don't know. I just like when you're out there with 6S, to me, that's too fast for me to film.
Yeah, it is. It's a different type of filming.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it.
You need a camera person with a zoom lens, and you need to zoom into the action, and you need to follow the action.
That's correct.
It's something you can film by yourself. Most YouTubers or people that do videos with cars are not loners, but they're mostly by themselves. And they usually film with the GoPro on their head or on their remote, and they just film by themselves.
No one helps. Sometimes I get some help.
Yeah, and sometimes you get some help, but it's more rare. But if you want to make a good bashing video, you need a good camera with a zoom lens, and you need to follow that action, that shot that goes up in the air. Because if you try to film that with a GoPro, the only thing you see is a dot.
Yep.
The problem is
very boring very fast.
Well, that's that's a complete wide angle. That's the only difference. There's no zoom on. I mean, they probably will bring them out one day. I mean, technology.
Well, the Hero 7 has zoom on it, but
even phones are going to have depth of field, and you can get it now. You can do depth of field shots with phones these days.
I usually film with 120 frames per second, but then I output it 24. But according to Tony, I should be doing 30.
Yes, no, go to 30, not 24.
Yeah.
No, I've already explained that to people long ago. If you're going to film 60, 120, or whatever, 240, what you do is you knock it down to 30 frames a second, and it becomes even smoother.
24 frames a second, where you'll see that most, is in a film or in a theater.
Yeah, 24 is for film, yes.
And that's why.
I know his videos still come out good. His last one that he edited was brilliant.
Yeah.
Not going to give you too much of a big head there, Scott.
Yep. Oh, even about BSRC. I know what you're talking about here.
No, you did that editing with those jumps and stuff. Oh, well, Justin's doing his. I'm going to do a tribute. I'm going to do a tribute video. Not a tribute, but I'm going to do a video just so Justin can see that I can go backwards as well.
You can go backwards.
Yeah, I can put my RCs in reverse. Don't worry, in editing.
One of the things I've been doing on my videos lately, I kind of stimulate camera motion by zooming into the picture and then having it pan so it looks like the camera's following the car.
Yeah. Well, I actually said to someone, someone did a slow motion video. See, this is the problem, right? I know about slow motion. I know about editing. I know frame rates. I know all this stuff, right? I'm not a total expert at it, but I know what I'm doing, okay? Now, I commented on a video. Someone uploaded a slow motion video, and this is the problem. If you try to help someone, then they attack you because they think that you're hating on them. Okay, you're actually trying to help them. I said, ask them what software they used, how much did they slow it down, blah blah blah. Because this thing was double framing something stupid. Now I'm not going to sit there and watch something jerk in the air. All right, that's double framing. Okay, and I'm trying to help this person out with it. If someone needs help, I'll help them out. But I'm trying to help them out, but they think that you're hating on them. I'm only trying to help you, I'm not hating on you or anything like that, but I'm not going to sit there and watch something fly in the air and just frame by frame jerk, because it's just double frame.
Well, everybody that's giving me construction credit. Constructive criticism has been correct, absolutely correct. I mean, more people would give me constructive criticism.
but the thing is that's not actually. No, that's not actually giving them that's actually helping them. I asked them what software they used, how much they slowed it. I mean, they must have slowed it down that much because the thing was just jerking in the air. And that's why I say to people, don't put too much slow motion. 1/8 or quarter speed, is enough. But if you've got your phones are doing 960 frames a second. You can do, the S10s and S9s and all these phones are doing a super slow motion. I mean, me and Tank, we do 240 the most.
Yeah.
With our phones, right? But to me, 120 is a perfect starting point. Right? If your camera does 120, or what you can do is, if you've got a GoPro, I think there's a editing software for GoPros that you can slow them down. I'm seeing people slowing them down with their GoPros and stuff, which looks pretty smooth and all that. But if you've got editing software and your camera shoots in 120 frames a second, say Scott, then you put it into your editor, then you render it out in 30 frames a second because it's going to come out smoother.
Right.
But 120 to me is probably the sweet spot for slow motion.
I mean, because I use GoPro, I just use it as a simple rule of math. Your eye can see in 30 frames a second, so you want to try to shoot for that.
Yes, I totally agree.
If you shoot in 120, you can slow that down to a quarter speed at the most,
Yep.
And then that'll give you 30 frames a second.
Yeah, but you don't want to slow it down to the hilt where it's double framing. But I agree with Steve.
I want to see each frame individually.
I totally.
Yes. That's my next video.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Steve because it's a bit hard, see, using these DSLR mirrorless cameras like I do, and he's got them as well. He's got, I think, the SL2, which don't knock me, Steve. They're absolute rubbish, mate. I'm sorry, but the SL2 is. I'm sorry, mate. I'll go against that. But anyway, that's my opinion. Not having a go at you. But he's completely correct. With using a DSLR and a mirrorless camera, you really need to have someone with you, especially if you want to do pan shots, if you want to follow the RC. You know, me, what I do, I whack mine on a tripod, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go and spend $800 on a gimbal where I can put a DSLR on. If I could do that, well, wow, you know, yes.
Well, how far away do you put your DSLR so you don't slam into it? Like I've hit GoPros so many times. I don't think I ever want to do that with DSLR.
I measure out with my lens how far the distance I need to get that good. That, as you saw, and you actually commented one day on one of my videos saying how real it looked when it was in focus and out of focus and then in focus again.
I'm going to try that one of these days. I'm just afraid to take my camera out there.
No. It looks like it looks like it's actually going to hit the camera, but it's not. You'd be surprised how far away it is. Yeah. So and I do manual focus. I don't do any auto stuff on my camera. There's no point. Auto just sometimes with auto, especially auto white balancing and aperture, especially can knock it about a bit. So once I sit it on the ground, I start testing first before I do any filming at all. I'm not having a go at you, Steve. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of those cameras, mate. They might be all right for a point and shoot or whatever, but I'm just not I'm more of a Pentax. I love my Pentax back in the day, but I'm more of a Nikon fan, especially with the lenses that I've got that I can use. And so no, I'm not having a go at you, Steve. Don't hate me, mate. No, I'm just not a fan of those cameras. But hey, I've had some Canon cameras, which are pretty good. I think I did have the SX. I think this is the SX60. I think it was. It wasn't a bad camera, but yeah, I'm more of a Nikon, more into the Nikon stuff, mate. But yeah, with the shots I do, I'm not. It looks like the RC is going to hit the camera, but it's not really anywhere near.
But how do you clean your camera after it gets all covered in dust?
It doesn't get covered in dust because the RC is nowhere near the camera. I'm probably for distance. I'll have to go in probably feet here. I usually go in meters. If I want to get a good depth of field shot, I'd have to set my RC for my camera roughly, I don't know, let's see, 15 to 20 meters away. Something like that.
Okay.
No. Well, you've seen my videos, Steve. I don't know. How can Nikon be no good for videos? You've seen my videos, mate. How are you saying that Nikon's no good for video? Mate, I don't use auto stuff. All my videos, I use manual settings. I don't use auto. That's the problem.
And you do a lot of image correction after process.
Well, it depends if I put a filter in there or blah blah blah. Lately, I didn't put any filters on my Blitzer. I just color corrected. That's all I did. I mean, I have everything set on normal.
What do you use for color correction?
I use color. I use Sony Vegas.
Use what?
Sony Vegas.
It's a known thing. Okay. Canon is way better for video look into it. Nikon is far behind. Oh, that's your opinion. I mean, I've had no problem with. I mean, you know, what's the saying? Each to their own, I suppose. I've never had a problem with them. I mean, I've had Lumix cameras as well, Panasonics. They're not too bad, but I'm sure if you see my videos, Steve, which I know you don't come on my channel, mate, that's all right. But I'm sure you've seen my videos, mate. Have a good look and tell me if there's anything wrong with my videos, and that's with a Nikon camera. But yeah, I can understand. For photos, they're brilliant, no doubt about it. Maybe Canon's got the sensors are better for video, but the sensor's not bad in my. I've got a D5 300, so I had the 3400, and because I do photography as well, don't forget. So I take a lot of pictures, not recently, but I do take a lot of pictures, and I got the D5 300, which is not bad. I find maybe the 60 frames a second is not the best in the video settings. Yeah, you're probably right on that one. But for the slower 120, it's not too bad. Works okay. And then I can maybe slow it down if I need to.
Well, I'm new to all of this stuff, and one thing leads to another, and it just keeps snowballing. Like I just got my camera maybe 3 months ago.
What'd you get?
I'm just now learning how to do manual focus. I've been doing a lot of bird watching in my backyard. And I've noticed that the autofocus will get the leaves in focus real nice, but never the birds. So I've had to learn how to start doing some of these things.
Yeah,
and get the depth of field right. And I bought it for the RCs. I didn't buy it for birds. Yeah. But you know,
if I use
the more I learn, the better. What's that?
If I use autofocus, for example, Steve's right with the speed of some of the cameras with their autofocus. Some of them are just so bad it's ridiculous. And
I agree with Steve on this one. The Canon is a pretty good camera for
video. I'm not saying it's not at all. There's some great cameras out there for sure for video. There's some ripper Sony ones as well. I think it's the Mark. Is it the Mark IV? I think it's the Mark IV that I think I know Morris used to use the Mark IV, the Sony Mark IV. I think they're up to number 5 now, and that's got like super slow-mo and stuff on it.
Just like RC New Hampshire is saying right now, I'll switch back the subject to the comment of the subject for tonight. RC New Hampshire is saying, I am a ARRMA guy too, but a Max is at Max. So I think he's saying like an X Max, because I don't think ARRMA has anything as big as the X Max.
No.
Because the X Max is big.
That's what she said. Oh, Scott.
I knew you would get that one.
I mean, well, the X Max is a 20-pound 8S monster. I mean,
it is.
There is nothing quite like it, in my opinion. The next thing is that Primal RC monster truck, and I mean, honestly, a guy like me, I can't afford that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, the X Max is kind of it. The
UDR worth it.
So big.
The UDR, I mean, I paid $667 with a light kit for my UDR.
Yeah.
Well,
which UDR, I thought that was a good price.
Forget about buying them here. They're over $1,000 here. Forget about that.
Yeah, I can't afford an X Max.
I'd love a UDR. I mean, the videos that I see with UDRs is just that suspension ride's unbelievable.
It's very smooth to drive.
Yeah, and just like Tony's saying, I don't think we've heard everything from ARRMA this year. I believe that also. I think they do have other things coming, and it's going to be exciting. The new stuff they got coming. So,
sorry, RC New Hampshire, but filming RCs is part of what I do. Sorry for taking up too much time.
Are you sure? I just want to be.
Ah, well, yeah. I mean, me and Steve can have a debate about it all day. That's all right. Yeah, ARRMA's sort of like crept up on everyone, eh, Tank? And then it's on bang.
Oh yeah, ARRMA.
Hey, Richie.
Hey, guys, what's tonight's discussion about?
Traxxas
we're
or ARRMA?
talking about
You can't break
filming.
an ARRMA, but you did.
We're talking about filming and which camera is better.
Oh my
tonight.
god.
Yeah. We're talking about what lens to use and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Like
Oh man.
I don't want to upset us in New Hampshire.
yeah, the X-Max is expensive. It's better to let somebody pay the big price and buy it used for somebody. But I find the X-Max also is not just an expensive truck, but it's an expensive truck to run because you need batteries for them. And when you run 8S, you need two 4S batteries. You don't need two 8S batteries. You need four of them because while one's charging, you need to put the other one.
So what are people running them on usually? What are they running them on? 8S, 6S, what do they usually run them on?
The
8S.
funnest
8S.
is 8. 8S is the optimal for that truck, is the best for that truck. 6S, it's too sluggish. It's not, it's okay. But 8S, it's a fun truck on 8S. But it's an expensive truck to run because 8S of batteries is going to cost you a lot of money. So you need 4 batteries, and on top of that, you might need 6 batteries. So just to make sure that you don't just run for 15, 20 minutes, you need to be out there. So
No, it's it's about a $1,200 investment
oh yeah,
for sure.
Well, Tony's saying he runs 6S and he's happy with it.
not cool.
He would be, of course.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
we're all saying that ARRMA's bringing out a 1.6 X-Max killer.
yeah, I mean, that's been my opinion for the past 6 months, that they're going to bring out an X-Max killer this year.
Yeah, and that's what Tony was saying. He doesn't think we've heard the end of it with ARRMA with the new stuff coming out.
Well, they're going
Oh,
up.
no.
No.
Down at JJ Customs, the Horizon rep has told him ARRMA are releasing a lot more cars this year than what they've already released.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, that's what the Horizon Hobby rep told the Jason down at JJ Customs.
Really quickly, I do have an X-Max. Yes, the ESC is burnt up in it.
Oh.
Like I said, I
What's
kill
better than
Traxxas
your outcast?
Electronics.
Yeah,
so.
you kill Traxxas Electronics, yeah. But their warranty is
BSRC.
pretty good though.
Tony, there's only so high you want to jump it.
BSRC, what size battery you run in your Outcasts or Notorious?
I have a 4S 5000 mAh 35C.
Okay. I run 4S in my monster truck too, and I don't really see the need for 6S.
Well, I mean, like I said, and I don't want to go back to it too much, but for me and what I do in film, 4S is fast enough. So
yeah.
Yeah, the Outcast and Notorious handle a lot better on the 4S than a lot more controllable than on 6S.
I mean, don't get me wrong, 6S is always fun, but that's more for like a play day or something.
Sucks.
Primal is the way. Well, it's I beg to agree and disagree on that. It all becomes on the budget. I myself have no budget for a primal. That said, I have 40 RCs behind me.
What did we say though? That's like 6 UDRs or
Yes.
7 X Maxes. I mean, it's just 3 X Maxes, 6 UDRs. Ridiculous.
It all depends on the budget. Some people can afford primal. Some people can afford only to buy SCX also, or Walmart cars, the New Bright.
I think with that car as well.
Somebody said it right at the beginning. Whatever you buy, and if you're happy with, that's the perfect truck for you. Which completely makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to have more rush or more thing, or if you want to tweak with it, then go buy hobby grade. But your budget has to be for that, and then you upgrade, and have fun. That's all this is. It's just have fun. So
I think on that big one, that big primal car that's coming out as well, I wouldn't buy that without taking out insurance for it. Not for the risk of damaging the car, but for the risk of hitting somebody or something. Because if you hit a child with that thing, they're gonna, at best case, they're gonna be in the emergency room.
And how do you explain that to State Farm?
Yeah. or you hit another car, like a parked car. You're having fun jumping with it, and then it runs away on you.
I just think of somebody's poor dog.
Yeah.
Every time. I never even saw it. I never saw your dog. I'm sorry.
He was running after the tires. I'm sorry, I never saw him.
Yeah. Oh man.
Over here in the States, like in England, it'd be like, oh yeah, okay, sorry about your dog. In here, somebody's probably going to sue you for 2 or 3 million.
Oh yeah. And call PETA.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, for $3,000, I'll just go down to the junkyard and buy a Geo Metro and put in my own servos and have a real RC car.
Yeah.
What are they actually worth? These primal, whatever RC.
About $3,000, I think.
Yeah.
$3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's seriously big bucks. Yeah.
And that's US. For me,
US.
it's going to cost close to $4,000.
Yeah.
And
there's probably other stuff you're going to need to get to go with it, isn't there, as well? I would think to like maintain it.
Yeah. Just like Andy was saying here earlier, he was saying he bought a real car for his Thunderbird. He paid $1,200 for a Thunderbird.
Yeah. And then then you could put in your own servos and remote and have your own remote controlled Thunderbird.
Yeah.
I mean,
I met Bull Gear RC today down at JJ Customs.
Cool.
He was down there through in California through work, and so he said hello. So I thought I recognised that voice when he came in, and of course they couldn't put the face to it. And me and Joe were down there and got chatting with him.
Steve, relax, mate. I'm not having a go at you. Steve, relax.
oh boy.
Video with the SL2.
We got told off because we were talking about cameras.
Yeah. The SL2 is actually the one I'd like to get.
Yeah, I'll check.
But I'm old school, and every time somebody asks me what's the best video camera or the best camera to buy to take photos and videos, I tell them don't buy a video camera and buy a photo camera. Don't buy one that does both. Just because if you want good quality, buy something that does it good. Buy a good photo camera and buy a good video camera. So, but when you go on a trip, it's nice to have both.
Yeah, just buy point and shoot if you want to take photos.
Yeah, but it all depends what you want to do with it.
Yeah, no, I've never had a problem with mine.
Fuji is the only camera I want. They make good cameras.
Well, I know Tony's got an FZ1000, and I forget what the other one he told me he's got. But he has got the FZ1000. They're pretty good cameras.
Tony takes amazing pictures.
Yeah, well, that's his job.
Yep.
I want his job.
I'm waiting for Net Cruiser's review on that new camera he got.
I think it's available. His job's available because he only does it part-time.
XH1.
He's too good looking for that job.
No, he's behind the camera. You don't have to be.
Oh. All right.
Hey, what's that? He's still looking for his job. Jeez.
Have you seen those baby blue eyes he's got? Jesus.
That's CGI.
Oh.
That's CGI, mate. He does that on purpose. Yes, they are. Phones will have zooms. They'll have the whole lot. Trust me, they'll one day maybe DSLRs and all them will be a thing of the past, just like normal telephones are now.
Yeah, yes and no. The aperture and the
is it more? But like Tank says, you're always out with the asses by yourself. Yeah, that's our only problem.
Well, a lot of these cameras will add on the bokeh effect as well on the phones.
Well, Tony, sorry to change the subject. I hope no one has a go at me, but Tony made a good point that when he was on Prusa Studios interview, I think it was there that I saw that he said that they were talking about this certain shot with the three ladies, and he said that he sometimes prefers to use his phone as a camera to take shots. I just want a Spectrum receiver with a camera built into it. Where is Basher Boy, by the way?
I don't know.
He said he was going to be here.
Basher Boy Spectrum.
Oh, I was talking about his car with Bull Gear earlier, actually, because Bull Gear's getting it next.
Oh yeah,
And it's coming to me.
the Fear Tour.
So he's sending it out to more and more people.
Yeah, me and Adventure Time RC got added to that list.
So you got it as well.
So how many more people before he gets back to him? Because I know he wanted it back.
Wasn't it only like 3 or 4 people in the start? Well, JD Passwell made 12 videos of it.
12 videos.
Yeah, he's got the box set. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Richie, you're gonna get it too, right?
Yeah. Who's that? Sorry, you're
BSRC.
sorry.
BS.
Ah, right, yeah.
BFRC.
I think Bull Gear said it's Charlie 11's getting it next, and then it's going to Bull Gear, I think.
You guys are going to have to make a T-shirt done says I drove the Glamosphere.
Well, I survived the Glamosphere, yeah.
Or the Glamosphere survived me.
We should have to get something done to wind him up, shan't we?
I feel like I should just go find an old No Fear T-shirt.
No fear. Send it.
I should go to like Walmart and get like a really cheap RC car that looks like kind of similar, and then in the distance on one shot there's a cliff near where I go to with some of the Highway 1 boys that's about 100 feet above the sea, straight down, and just jump it straight off the edge, so in the distance it's the same car going down.
We've been talking about doing the same thing out here.
Or have a car crush it.
I have the Glamours next week. So 11 Charlie's got it at the moment. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then it's got a Bull Gear.
Bull Gear, and then who gets it next? 11 Charlie. I know you know. I can't remember.
Bull gets it after 11.
After Bull Gear.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you could do is take a picture of the Glamosphere, and then print it full size on a piece of cardboard, and then have the Glamosphere like do a brake, go fast and brake with it, but turn it a certain way, and then replace it with the cardboard, and have a car just go real quick fast in front of it. But when you do the editing, you do that so fast when you're doing the editing that it's going to show like somebody squished it.
I like it, Tank.
That's evil, but I do like the idea.
So that can be done very easily on a video, and then at the end you go, "Oh my God!" And then you go to a shot with you, and you go, "What the heck happened? I'm so sorry." And then you can show the car again. But you're just going to make
all we need is somebody like yourselves that's good at editing video.
Send me the footage. I'll edit it for you guys.
You know, when they did the dipping.
Yeah, it needs to go back with a Spectrum STX2, like Tony says. I think
absolutely.
Traxxas. Sorry, the radio broke. I've replaced it with this Traxxas one.
There you go.
I think 11 Charlie had one for him, but he should put it in the truck though.
The Spectrum Kid.
Yeah.
I just saw somebody in one of my local model shops at the weekend that the Spectrum, the DX6 one with the digital display.
Yeah.
Yeah, very impressed with that. Very impressive. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's a big outlet. It's like they do one version at $399 and one version at $499. But it looked pretty impressive, though, I have to say.
So you're still painting or prepping your body? That's the thick body?
Just I've cut all the speed run stuff to tonight, so I'm going to try and give it a coat tonight before I go to bed. So just doing it as we go along.
So what color are you making it this?
I'm going to do it in that same Gulf colours that I've done the other ones in, the blue and the orange. It's quite easy because the orange is good because you can spot it when it's coming towards you, and the earlier you see what the attitude of the car is at speed, the better chance you stand up being able to correct it. But yeah, we had the JJ Customs. They took the stock, the shop's Typhon to just over 100 miles an hour outside the store today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, 11 Charlie says he's got it for him. So I guess he's going to put it in the box. So when you get it, just install it and tell him, I love this new controller for the car. You can actually...
We could totally play with him with that. Yeah.
Yeah. You show him that you have the STX too.
Richie's all dressed up for the hangout armor shirt. Nice one, Richie.
Well,
Yeah, you look good, man.
Start and said, "What's this week's talk about?" Because I had actually seen it earlier on the live feed, but I was just.
And I tell you what, some of those ARRMA speed runs for your challenge have been pretty amazing. I got you with your mouth full.
Yeah.
Sorry, my daughter it's a bake sale at school today, so she just sent cookie delivery to me. But yeah, there's what's the one that's impressed me is that 3S Typhon. How quick you can make that go, like with just be changing the gear. Very
right.
impressive.
You said ARRMA has it right now. If Traxxas doesn't gather their, they're going to lose it soon. It's just my opinion, but
yeah. The only thing being, when I put that video up the other night of when I landed badly with the Notorious and busted it on there, and I said at the start of the video, this is driver error, guys, down to me, it's my error. On there, and somebody's going, oh well, it's only broken because you landed the car so badly, and you know you need to learn better to drive better. And I thought, well, let's start the video, guys. It's driver error on that. But it's like my only thing being with some of the ARRMA people is it's like ARRMA tough as long as it doesn't break. But if you break it through jumping badly, that's not ARRMA's fault. Really? What? Like how many people land perfectly every time? You know, I don't have a lot of time for some of the arguments they come up with on terms of this thing of, oh, well, it's ARRMA tough, provided it lands perfectly every time. Well, life's not like that, is it, in the real world with the cars? Yeah. But, I mean, spares are now getting much easier to get hold of. You can buy most of the stuff now on Amazon fairly quickly, which is good. We've got Amazon Prime, so that's quite handy for me if I bust stuff and you get it within a couple of days. But here in California, we're quite lucky. Some of the stuff, because there's a big Amazon warehouse. Amazon, obviously, they've got the HQ near here, or one of the head offices. And some of the stuff you can get same-day delivery. RC stuff, you can get like motors and batteries and things the same day.
Cool. I am amazed how much views I got on my spastic video here that I made in January. Like almost 25,000, 2,430 views. And it's January 28th, so that's pretty good for this video. The spastics.
I remember when I talked to you about that, I went back and watched that video.
Can you show us what that looks like when it's finished, Tank? So I've not seen that one.
You've not seen this?
You've got the body to hand.
What do you mean you have not?
No, I've not seen the finished product on that. Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, I can show you real quick. Yeah.
Because you were showing that in just a live chat the other week.
Yeah, just last week I was showing it again. I had it just on the desk. Yeah, it's right there. Can you see it? Can you see it?
In one of the 40 cars back here. Hold on, let me grab it.
Doop, 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 doop. So there it is.
Wow, that looks good.
Yeah, so...
really good for doing this in, actually.
Yeah. Let me present to everybody. So it
yeah, Tank, is that ARRMA or Traxxas?
This is Tamiya.
Wow.
Well, that's a fail. Okay.
Yeah, that's a fail. So it's even got... You can see the monitor there. You can see on the monitor on there. Even at the back.
I'm tempted to try that on this speedrun body now. That looks really good.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, on a speedrun body, I think that's going to be kind of tough because it's like a mirror, so it's going to blend with the street. So you might have problems seeing it.
Well, that adds a level of danger then.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I was worried about reflecting the sun in your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was going to say the light should reflect off it though, so you might see that you think you see it come in with the.
And I don't know if you noticed, but there's no body posts.
Huh?
Look, no body posts, and it's staying on. It's magic. That's another video of how to put a body with magnets.
This
The
one
maggots.
time at RC camp.
Here we go again. Another one I did with the Spastic, but that one I didn't do a video with it, is the, it's called Rainbow.
Tony.
Rainbow. So it's this one, but it actually changes color. It looks like gray, but in the sun, it actually changes color. Right now, there's no sun, so it doesn't really show a lot, but it's kind of weird. It just changed color. It doesn't show at all here. You need a light or something to actually show it. It actually is neat, the other one. It's called a Rainbow. It changes color. Kind of cool.
I remember someone the other day talking about spraying gunmetal, but it was tricky color to work with too.
Oh yeah?
The red ones are better. Yeah. You guys.
Are
Tony
they
is
talking about M&Ms?
Tony is too much tonight.
It's a polished turd.
Tony must be on the fuel tonight, I reckon.
He's back to the Traxxas versus ARRMA. He wants, Shen wanted to know what everybody came up with. Traxxas or ARRMA?
Well,
I said Traxxas.
I'm just gonna, if you feel like it's Traxxas, put number 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's ARRMA, put number 2 in the chat. How's that?
yeah, everybody in the chat do that.
Yeah.
So what is ARRMA? ARRMA is what?
ARRMA is number 2. Traxxas is number 1. If you feel like Traxxas is the best, please type number 1. If you feel like ARRMA is the best, please type number 2.
But me and Steve might agree on Kyosho, though.
No Kyosho tonight.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe you should. Because don't forget, they've been around a lot of years, mate.
Yeah, I know they've been.
We've been around a long time.
Yeah. People can't make up their mind. They're saying 1 and 2.
I was going to say, yeah, JP Slayer's at a half. I'm not.
He's at a half.
Borderline.
That's 25?
If you play around with that, you can learn to make videos much better.
Okay,
No,
breaking
well,
silence.
3 is Tamiya. 3 is Tamiya, not 3 for both. And New Bright is 0.
I saw a lot of ARRMA there.
Yeah, there was a lot of ARRMA. I think tonight the biggest thing is ARRMA is coming, and ARRMA is here, and ARRMA is challenging, and a lot of people are liking ARRMA. So
that's why I said earlier that it just crept up on people.
Yep.
And it's not as if they've just been around for a day or so either.
Well, even me, like I own I own 7 Traxxas trucks, and my next one I buy, and next basher is probably going to be an ARRMA, just because of all the things I've seen. And I've driven my first Typhoon last week, and I kind of like it. So I think the next one's going to be an ARRMA.
Yeah, I mean, like a couple of years ago, in the RB store in New Jersey that I worked with, I got the first Typhoon I bought from them had been like sat on a shelf for like about 6 months, and I think they were quite glad to sell it. And then I started to do videos with it, and then they started to get more in because people were coming in saying, "Oh, well, Richard's bought a Typhoon from here," so they started to get those in. And then I did the Horizon sent me one of the very first ARRMA granites, but the shop got an early release one as well, and they let me do the unboxing and like a first run video when it came out, and we put those out, and like the next day they got 2 cases of them on order, and I said, oh, like, who are they all for? When it came in, you know, why have you bought so many? And the guy said, oh no, they haven't bought so many. We've sold them all before they've come in.
Huh.
And that was just like within a year, it just changed from like nobody really been interested into them to them like selling as many as they could.
Philco's saying that ARRMA's been around for 11 years.
Yeah, I've heard him say that before.
Yeah, 11 years they've been around.
Yeah. Just want to clarify something. Brad Kalman says, Frank, stop making fun of me. I don't know what I did. Sorry if I make fun of you. I have no idea.
Oh, don't worry, Brad. He makes fun of people.
I was going to say, yeah, he was crossing his eyes earlier and looking all weird anyhow.
Oh.
He's been making fun of me for years. Don't worry about that, Brad. You'll get used to it.
Frank, you should get a Spin Master RC next.
What is that?
I have no idea. Maybe we should Google it.
Maybe I should.
Let's see what a Spin Master RC is.
Well, if JD Passel and Xavier are in here, that both play Traxxas. That's all practically what they buy. I know Xavier is a huge. I don't think he's got anything else but Traxxas.
I was going to say, does JD own anything else but Traxxas?
Oh, it's a Meccano. It's a Meccano RC car.
I just showed them at the Master Jam World Finals. Only Traxxas is a nitro.
A lot of it does depend on you know, where you live near to a shop, what that shop sells. If they you know, sell the Traxxas spares or not, or sorry, the ARRMA spares or not.
This actually looks cool. Tony, this actually looks cool.
Kidding,
I'm going to get that just to play with my son for him to build it with me.
Well, my hobby shop carries tons of Traxxas parts. The problem is does the kid behind the counter know what parts I'm going to need?
Yeah, I mean, the Traxxas, you can go in like Pet Boys, which is like, for those of you that don't know, there's all the auto parts and stuff. You can go in Pet Boys and buy virtually all the Traxxas spares in there. And they predominantly, they're selling auto parts.
That's right, Steve. You're right. He does own the Fox, and guess who put him onto the Fox?
Who would that be?
I sent him to my Kyosho Fox videos, and he went out and bought one. That's right, correct. I think that's the only odd RC that he's got, apart from all his Traxxas stuff.
Yeah, but Kyosho, the Fox is belt driven. There's a belt.
No. Steve's talking about JD owns a Kyosho Fox.
You see Tony's last post?
Yeah, even if they are better than Rich.
Yeah, the ARRMA, they don't break even if you're a better driver than Rich.
Yeah. Too funny.
I've saved an ARRMA Typhon from flipping over in excess of 90 miles an hour twice, which doesn't require more than a modicum of skill, guys.
No, that's just because you were lucky.
Sorry about the chemical.
Jack Nicklaus once said, the more I practice, the luckier I get.
Now, next week, we might talk about Kyosho and Tamiya. Which one is better? Which one do you like?
Oh, me and Steve will be right onto this one then. Just put Kyosho right up there.
Gabriel for that one.
Yeah.
Just put Kyosho right up there.
Which one do you race, Scott?
Techno,
yeah. And who could we put Techno with versus Techno and what?
Associated,
Team Associated. Well, you could call Team Associated. You could call them also Thunder Tiger, because Thunder Tiger owns Team Associated, and a lot of people don't know that.
That name cracks me up every time.
Well, that's that.
I know a lot of guys like racing Kyoshos, but the A-arms break all the time on those things.
Oh yeah.
Tony's busted his Brutus again. I think his gears are gone again. Jeez.
It's how you drive, Tony.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying he's Spurs toast now.
Earl RC says Techno versus Mugen.
There's a Gamma as well.
Like, tell me better.
Team Tech drivers just changed over this year to a Gamma.
What about that France company? That company from France there. They make cars. Or is it France? Italy? Italy, I think? No, I can't remember where they're from.
Schumacher?
Schumacher, yeah.
I got lucky on that guess, didn't
Yeah,
I?
Schumacher. Schumacher from where?
Everyone said send it.
Send it.
Yeah,
Schumacher from where? Did anybody know?
Schumacher's got to be, I think, Germany, surely.
Germany? Not sure.
Tony, what you should do is make another video, get it fixed, make another video. All right. What you do is jump it over one of your ramps or you jump and put a rubbish bin so you can land it in it, mate. You'll be right.
A rubbish bin, yeah. Jump
Oh,
in.
It's breaking all the time.
They said it would be fun.
One of those wheelie bins with a lid, so that as the car dives in through the lid of the wheelie bin, it knocks the.
They said it would be fun.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. And this one time at RC camp.
Yeah. Now you guys have set me going thinking of ideas for Basher Boy's car when it arrives.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about that, but I figured I'll let you surprise us.
Oh,
do a big printout of Richie, a cardboard printout of Richie, and have him at the other end of the ramp and just jump and chop his head off with the RC car. That would be a good deal.
There's one of the like Office World or something near to me. I've got an advert, and you can go and you can get like cardboard cutouts made up of yourself.
Oh, he said he did it right in front of the Horizon tent. They were saying send it.
Oh, yeah.
Pure pressure.
Brad, there is some RC camps because there is some here in Ottawa. They're actually doing a RC camp in the summer for some kids. So it does exist. So I don't know. You might look it up in your area. They might have some for summer camp. It's kind of cool.
RC camps.
Yeah, they actually on Facebook every year they ask for volunteer to come and help out with the kids and all that. So it's kind of cool.
Then we needed to have extra insurance if they had me doing the weekly challenge, wouldn't they?
There's a big sign right up front. It says no Driftomaniacs challenges here.
I've got a good one coming up the next month. And not so many people enter this month, but then people tend to enter just in the last few days. But I wonder on the speed whether people are like hanging far till the last minute and see if they put a good entry in on us, if that makes sense. I'm not sure.
Holding out.
With the Typhoon, I did one of your challenges this weekend, which was the over a ramp, and I had to stand under it. I know it's over, but I still did it for the hell of it. I go, I'm going to do Driftomaniac. Make sure you're recording. And then John from NetCruiser was filming, and he goes, "You're going to stand there?" I go. He goes, "Yeah, but the ramp was not tall enough. It's going to hit me." I go, "I'm just going to bend down when it gets to me." So as soon as it jumped, I bend down.
Yeah, the skill comes in not flinching, and then when the first time I did it, it did a double backflip over my head and landed behind me, and I just turned around and it's driving away on all four wheels.
Cool.
I could have shot that like 100 times and not got it right like that. But no, I've got a good one that'll be open to a lot of people next month. Nitro or Nitro 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, anything. So. But I've had people ask for this month's one, like, can I enter with the Nitro car? I'm thinking, well, there's a 2S prize and a 3S prize, so the answer is probably going to be no.
2S and 3S prize, yeah. Nitro has no 2S.
Nitro doesn't kind of figure it. It's difficult because I know that like there's some seriously fast Nitro stuff out there, but there's not so many people running Nitro these days.
What's your challenge for this month? I didn't look.
Oh no, I'm keeping. Well, my challenge for this month is the speedrun one. It's should be very easy for people to enter. To make your car go as fast as you can on 2S or 3S, and there's a category for road cars. So fastest road car on 2S or 3S, fastest non-road car like a buggy, monster truck, whatever you've got that's not a road car on 2S or 3S. So that's 4 prizes in total there. The only stipulation being you've got to run the stock motor and the stock gear, and obviously a 2S or a 3S battery. But sorry, a stock motor and a stock ESC. But you can run whatever gearing you want, whatever wheels you want, and whatever body you want. So it gives people scope, but it keeps the cost down without the person with the biggest budget being the winner.
I don't have anything that would fit in that.
Yeah.
Good. Cool.
But yeah, some of these, the guy that's up there in the minute has done it with the Typhon 3S, and that's like well into the 70s. Just
87.1.
Really quick. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I saw a video with I think on 3S 87.1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's put a new one up tonight, which I've got to check out when I've finished here.
87.1 miles an hour.
Yes, sir.
That is not a stock motor or stock pinion. That can't be.
No, the gearing can be whatever you want. The gearing is your secret sauce. Okay,
Yeah.
but you got to run it off 3S, and it's got to be the stock motor and stock ESC. Correct, Richie? Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'm not even in this challenge, and I know what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Well, that was the kind of the
smart.
as I said, the fairest way to, because otherwise it's going to be won by somebody that's like can afford like $300 for a TP or a new motor on there. So, and I didn't want that. I thought there is a category for unlimited, the one category prize on there, and I put an envelope on the board behind me, which people nobody seemed to notice in the video. So nobody noticed the envelope, and you notice in every video it's above the Drifter Maniacs banner in the background. And it says this month's fastest RC car, and I wrote somebody's name in there at the very start of the month, well before I shot the video, and put it on the wall.
Cool.
Hey, Grant. Lunch break.
So I wonder if it's going to be a Traxxas or a ARRMA that's going to go the fastest.
I thought some of there would be some fairly quick Traxxas entries out there, with it being a 2S or 3S. Traxxas have been around in like people running, quite fast Traxxas Rustlers, things like that. I thought it was something like that, or like a Traxxas Bandit. Some people run fairly quick ones of those.
With a VXL and with a big pinion, you can go pretty fast. You won't take off fast, but you're going to go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Is Kenny Malenko in your challenge? Might as well just give him the prize now, mate.
Yeah, no, Kenny's got some quite fast stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Brad says Jolly got the Typhoon run over 120 miles an hour.
Jolly's modded all these cars. They're the speed guys.
Yeah, Phil Jolly's got, if you look, Phil's pushed nearly every one of the ARRMA cars, Traxxas cars. He pushed nearly everything to over 100 miles an hour. He's done like, I think he's got an E-Revo going over 100. You've got the Rustler going over 100.
That way, when you make a mistake, you just get pieces.
Yeah.
But if you look where Phil runs, he's got a really long straight, and he takes a huge run up. I mean, you can barely see the car in the distance on the video. I mean, he's got a few turbo radio, I noticed, with like a 6-inch, 7-inch long aerial on it, on a transmitter. So I guess that gives him maybe a little bit extra range.
He's probably using either 40 or 70, 72 megahertz. That's probably why he's getting the range.
Yeah, Tony likes going to the BMX track. He usually launches his car in the trees. So he tries to climb in the trees with the cars. where he usually breaks them also.
Well, obviously the ECX is just not built well enough. That's just what it is. Just not.
Yeah.
He's saying that the plastics are softer than Traxxas. So, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, they're pretty cheap RCs, aren't they, ECX?
Yeah, I think that's about 160, the Brutus.
Yeah, the DCX are pretty much the lowest RC grade cars you can get, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, they're well made though. They're pretty well made. It's surprising how well made they are.
I've got a couple and tried making them quicker. The main problem I found is getting the gears to, if you want to change it, there's not virtually any options out there with the gear with the right fit, like where the little clutch goes or the pin goes through on that. That's the main problem.
I just want to jump in here really quick. They're talking about stock PD arms and breaking stock PD arms. Just so you know, my Stampede, I put that Mamba Monster 2 and a 4S system in there and jumped it out of trees. I've never broken a stock arm on that thing.
Yeah, well, the Traxxas arms are pretty solid, though.
Yeah, they are pretty solid.
I think it's all about how you hit.
Yeah, the only way I broke a Stampede arm is when I hit a post. That's the only time I break them.
I mean, I think there's a lot going for Traxxas, and it's like when I had the E-Revo, I sold it because it kept breaking down all the time. But it wasn't big stuff. It was just like really stupid, like $1 parts on it that were failing.
Yeah.
And it was like the track rod ends getting pulled off the cantilever chocks on it. Regularly used to happen, and then like it's about an hour's work to take the car apart to get to them.
Cool.
Tony can beat it to shit all he wants and turn people away, but I don't give a, I'm not going to swear, always be a fan.
Always be a fan of Tony.
See that?
No, I think you're a fan of what he's doing.
Oh,
okay.
Only but the steering box, never the arms. Maybe I will buy SCX one long time from now.
Cool. Well, guys, it's 12 midnight here. It's actually tomorrow. I started the stream on Thursday, and we are now Friday. So welcome to Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah, I'm in Friday afternoon here.
Yeah, you're now Friday afternoon. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. Yeah. I mean,
so I want to thank everybody that jumped into the chat, and thank everybody that jumped into the video. And we'll start the goodbye to with BSRC. Go for it.
Good night, everybody.
Driftomaniac, Richie.
Hey guys.
Jack.
Yeah, thanks very much. And sorry to the guys, me and Steve were talking about cameras. I apologize.
It's all good. Talk about
it's part of us.
Godzilla.
See you guys next time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping in. And don't forget, keep your batteries full and keep your hands on the throttle.
And ARRMA 1, right?
Hey?
ARRMA 1 tonight?
I think ARRMA.
I think ARRMA 1 out. Yep.
So let's give a hand of to ARRMA. I think ARRMA is doing a very good job, and they should.
Product placement.
Yeah. Way to go, Richie.
Yeah, that's because of you, Richie, with your T-shirt, ARRMA.
Yeah.
Design fast. Design what?
Design fast. Design tough.
Design tough.
See everyone in the chat.
Nice shirt. Did you wear that especially for tonight, or you knew we were talking about it?
Now, when I saw that it popped up in the live feed, I was just coming in to your email for the link anyway, and I saw what it was. I went upstairs and changed.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, guys, yeah, thanks, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, bye.